Hi everybody, thank you for clicking on today's video. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Casey and I do videos on the lesser known missing person cases that haven't received a whole lot of media attention. Today's case is actually a very local one. It is on a man that went missing in my hometown. I mean, absolutely no harm in doing these videos. I am simply trying to spread awareness, and if you would like to support me, please consider giving this video a like and hitting that subscribe button. Daniel Reaves was 25 years old and was a 2000 graduate of Madison Consolidated High School. He had attended Indiana University Southeast and was an avid computer enthusiast. He was somewhat of a shy guy and had a little bit of social anxiety, but he was very close with his family and friends. And he had a girlfriend named Sarah that he had been with for 7 years, and they had a 1-year-old child together. He was said to have been an absolutely great daddy, and he and his girlfriend Sarah had planned to get married once they were both finished with college. On the evening of May 3rd, 2008, Daniel and Sarah were just hanging out at her house on East Schaefer Road in Madison, Indiana. They were watching a movie and just enjoying the night together, and at some point Sarah fell asleep. When she woke up around 4 a.m., Daniel was no longer beside her and his car was no longer in her driveway. She looked at her phone and noticed that she did have a text message from him that simply said, "I love you." And when she tried to call him back a few minutes later, there was no answer. That text would be the last communication anyone would have with Daniel. Daniel didn't show up at home and no one had heard anything from him, so his parents did report him missing to police. 10 days after he disappeared, Daniel's car, a 1999 Chrysler Sebring, was found. It was parked on the side of Green Hills Drive along a privacy fence. The car had a tow sticker on it, and residents of the subdivision said the car had been there since the evening of May 3rd, which was the night he vanished. Green Hills Drive is about a 12 to 14 minute drive from the road that his girlfriend lived on. It's about 6 miles. When the car was found, it was unlocked, which his family says is extremely unusual. He always locked his car. He would even lock it when it was parked in the driveway of his home. His wallet with his credit cards and driver's license were inside the car, but his cell phone and keys were missing. Police did search and examine the car, but there were no clues inside to where he had gone or what could have possibly happened. A search was conducted of the area where his car was found, as well as nearby woods and Little Clifty Creek, but no clues or anything linked to Daniel was found. He grew up in Madison and was known to occasionally hike in Clifty Falls State Park. The north entrance to the park is only about a half mile from where his car was parked, so it was searched. And Clifty Park is 1,416 acres, and it's full of trails and caves and creeks and tunnels, and this was searched extensively, but they found no sign of Daniel. They did check his Verizon cell phone account, and his phone had not been used since the night of May 3rd. I'm not sure about the pings on his phone. I would be very interested to know where his phone was located when he sent that last text message, but I could not find that information. I'm not sure if the ping came from where they found his car or elsewhere. At the time of his disappearance, Daniel was 5 feet 11 inches tall and around 145 pounds. He has brown hair and blue eyes. He was last seen wearing a light blue t-shirt, tan shorts, light brown suede steel-toed tennis shoes, and may have been wearing a leather jacket. Flyers were hung up and distributed, but I don't believe there were any reported sightings of Daniel. I know there have been theories that Daniel may have gone hiking in the park that night, but I don't find that reasonable. It was late, it was chilly, it was only around 42 degrees. He was wearing shorts, and I don't see him going at 4 o'clock in the morning to go hiking by himself. I have hiked, camped, and been all over that park my entire life, my entire 40 years, and the park closes at 11 p.m. but there's no fence or gate keeping people out, so people do go in there after dark. In my younger years, I did it, you know, after the park was closed, and there are park rangers driving around. If they see you, they'll tell you you need to go, but my point is, Why would he park in a subdivision a half-mile down the road when you can pull in there and park? There's lots of parking lots. There's tons of places to pull off the road and park with the trails right there. There'd really be no reason he needed to park so far away if he was simply wanting to sneak into the park and hike. I've seen posts online about people theorizing that maybe he committed suicide. I don't believe this one either, because his family has said, you know, he didn't have any mental problems. He wasn't showing any signs of depression. Things were going pretty good for him in his life. He wasn't showing any signs that something was wrong or that anything was bothering him. I also don't believe that he would have disappeared on his own. I did not know Daniel personally, but I know people who did, and they agree and say that he would not have left his girlfriend and his child, nor would he have gone so long without contacting his family and letting them know where he was and that he was okay. Daniel's family members have questioned whether or not he was actually the one that left the car parked there on Green Hills Road, and I kind of agree. I think it's strange if he, you know, was adamant about always locking his car, that he would leave it there. And they also don't believe that he would have gone off on a hike without his identification. It is a good possibility that the vehicle was put there by someone else. So what happened? Did he, you know, stop for gas on his way home, or maybe stop to visit a friend and meet with foul play? I have trouble believing it would be a robbery gone wrong, since his credit cards and wallet were still in his car, but did he maybe see something he wasn't supposed to? It is always so strange to me when people disappear without a trace and no clues, like they just poof. I do believe someone here in this town knows something, and it's been 12 years and it's time to speak up. His family deserves to know what happened, and they deserve some kind of closure. If you have any information on the whereabouts or the disappearance of Daniel, please contact the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department at 812-265-2648 or the Indiana State Police at 812-689-5000. I feel so bad for his family, and I hope that someday they get answers, and I hope someday they get some peace. I can't imagine, as with all the cases I do, I just cannot possibly imagine what the family's going through. Please keep Daniel's case out there, guys. Share his flyer, share this video, share his story. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye.